Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to deal with the respiratory system. So coming to the introduction part, respiratory system is also known as oxygen delivery system. The respiratory system is a set of organs that allow a person to breathe and exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. The integrated system of organs involved in the intake and exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the body and the environment, and including the parts like nasal passages, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchial tubes, and lungs. So your respiratory system perform two major functions, or it can be termed as tasks, like external respiration, where exchange of gas like air between the body and the outside environment is termed as external respiration. Bringing oxygen to the cells and removing carbon dioxide from them is referred as internal respiration. Functions of respiratory system. The main function includes supplies the body with oxygen and disposes carbon dioxide, filters inspired air, produces sound that is termed as phonation, contains olfactory receptors for smell, get rid the body of some excess water and heat. It also plays an important role in regulating blood pH. Here terminologies like inspiration can be used for inhalation and expiration for exhalation. External respiration. Air from the outside environment enters the nose or mouth during inspiration, composed of the nose, nasal cavity, paranasal sinuses, pharynx, and larynx. All part of the conducting portion of the respiratory system except alveoli, that is lungs. Nose, also called as external nares, divided into two halves by nasal septum, contains the paranasal sinuses where air is formed. Contains cilia or hair-like structure which is responsible for filtering out foreign bodies. Internal nares, opening to the exterior. External nares is opening to pharynx. Nasal conchae folds in the mucous membrane that increase air turbulence and ensure that most air contract the mucous membrane so that foreign particles can be captured. Provides and airways for respiration. It moistens and warms entering air, filters and cleans inspired air. Resonating chamber for speech. It detects odor in the airstream with the help of olfactory receptors. Pharynx, common space used by both the respiratory and digestive system, commonly called the throat, originates posterior to the nasal and oral cavities and extends inferiorly near the level of bifurcation of the larynx and esophagus. This is a common pathway for both air and food entry. Walls are lined by a mucosa and contain skeletal muscle that are primarily used for swallowing. Flexible lateral walls are distensible in order to force swallowed food into the esophagus by peristalsis movement. Three sections of the pharynx are nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Nasopharynx contain the pharyngeal tonsils, which acts as immune defense system. Oropharynx, back portion of the mouth, that contains the palatine tonsils, which aid in the body's immune defense. Laryngopharynx, bottom section of the pharynx, where the respiratory tract divides into esophagus and the larynx. Larynx is termed as a voice box. It is somewhat cylindrical airway, extends into the trachea, prevents swallowed material from entering the lower respiratory tract by a part called epiglottis, conducts air into the lower respiratory tracts. It is also responsible to produce sound, that is phonation. Supported by a framework of 9 pieces of cartilage that are held in place by ligaments and muscles. Trachea. The flexible tube, also called windpipe, extends through the mediastinum and lies anterior to the esophagus and inferior to the larynx. Cartilage ring reinforce and provide rigidity to the tracheal wall to ensure that the trachea remains open at all times. At the level of the sternal angle, the trachea bifurcates into two smaller tubes called the right and the left primary bronchi. So lungs are like the main functional part of the respiratory system, which contains alveolus. Each lung has a conical shape. Its wide concave base rests upon the muscular diaphragm. Its superior region, called the apex, the top part of the lungs, projects superiorly to a point that is slightly superior and posterior to the clavicle. Both lungs are bordered by the thoracic wall anteriorly, laterally, and posteriorly, and supported by the rib cage. Towards the midline, the lungs are separated from each other by the mediastinum. The relatively broad, rounded surface in contact with the thoracic wall is called the costal surface of the lung. See, here lungs can be divided into two, that is left lung and right lung. Left lung divided into two lobes by oblique fissure, smaller than the right lung. Cardiac notch accommodates the heart. As you can see, the left part of the lungs is accommodating the heart part, and it is smaller compared to the right one. Right lung divides into three lobes by oblique and horizontal fissure, located more superiorly in the body due to liver on right side. Pleura. The outer surface of each lung and the adjacent internal thoracic wall are lined by a serous membrane called pleura. As the skull part protects brain, in the same way pleura is the part which is protecting the lungs. The outer surface of each lung is tightly covered by the visceral pleura. Visceral stands for the internal organs, while the internal thoracic walls, the lateral surface of the mediastinum and the superior surface of the diaphragm are lined by the parietal pleura. The parietal and visceral pleura layers are continuous at the hilum of each lung. Hilum is the part which is a cavity from which or through which various parts like bronchus, blood vessels, even neurons are going to pass through this, so that proper exchange of the material can be possible. Pleural cavity is the potential space between the serous membrane layers is a pleural cavity. The pleural membrane produces a thin serous pleural fluid that circulates in the pleural cavity and acts as a lubricant, ensuring minimal friction during breathing. Pleural effusion, that is also termed as pleuritis, with too much fluid in it. It is one of the respiratory system disorder. So I hope I have covered all the anatomical parts of the respiratory system with their functions. Thank you very much.